Hey guys, Donut here and welcome to my channel. It's been a time that actually I've made a weapon challenge, so hey guys, here it is. Tom Johnson 37 sent me a message saying, okay, here's a bit of a tricky one for once. Main gun is the PP-2000, iron sights, foregrip, and either a flash suppressor or a suppressor. The gun actually doesn't have a flash suppressor, so I just went on and put the suppressor on. And you actually have the choice to put an extended magazine or just the laser sight. So I went on and put the laser sight. Okay, the sidearm is gonna be any pistol apart from 1911, Rex, or a Magnum. Gadget, Claymore. Try to use them regularly, make sure your squad is empty and have squad explosion on. Of course I did that, so I'm actually playing alone with my Claymores. Map has to be any, but it has to be TDM. Personally, I think the PP-2000 is the worst PDW in the game. I would like you to give your thoughts on it and how you will normally use it, if you pick my choice. So in my opinion, it is really hard to give an opinion from a loadout that is from another person, but I went to actually try it, and it was actually pretty fun to play with the PP-2000 just the way it is actually at the moment. For me, the PP-2000 is a really skill-based gun. It is not an M16A3, it is not an M416, it is not an AAK that you can just spray away and get a lot of hits and a lot of kills with it. You actually have to think about every shot that you take with this gun, because every time you actually challenge an opponent, you are going to take a risk of dying, because the gun doesn't perform on the rate of fire territory that well. It is a really great gun on its own. It is a really reliable gun. It's a really if your confidence with the gun is really high, you can get a lot of kills done. Like you can see right there, I just took a huge and massive risk from a long distance and it just got the thing done. So my opinion with the gun is that if you know how to use it, if you are confident enough to play with the gun, you will do really great with it. It doesn't really matter in Battlefield if you are wearing a pro gun, if you're actually using like a pistol or anything. It's usually about your own skill, that how you actually play the game. So in my opinion, the PP-2000 is a really good gun for challenging your own game style of play. So if you really want to get good at the game or really want to like challenge yourself, try this gun out. It is a really good weapon in my opinion. And about the Claymores. The Claymores in this game, and actually a lot of the gadgets too, the Claymores, Tugs, Mortar, and there's a lot of other things like the Medics, M320s and buckshots and everything like that. For me, they are a little bit too cheap. If somebody else uses them, it doesn't really bother me that much. Sometimes if I die in a Claymore, it's a little bit annoying, but for me the Claymores doesn't fit the style of gameplay that we're actually playing on Battlefield. Because Battlefield is a game where a lot of explosions are taking place in a really small time scale, and there's a lot of fire coming from every single direction. And if you're playing the game competitively, it really gets to your skin, because there's a lot of things that you can actually do about it. There's not a lot of things that you can actually do about when you see a Claymore or something like that. Of course you can shoot the Claymore, but there's a lot of situations that you're just running around and a random Claymore kills you. And that is not a skill-based gameplay. The Mortar is not a skill-based gameplay. It just doesn't make a lot of sense that people can just run around and just get a few kills like really cheaply. And that's mainly because why I don't actually like Call of Duty, because of the kill streaks and the really cheap ways that you can actually kill people. So in my opinion, Battlefield should just stick on the really competitively gameplay, but make it as their own at the same time. So keep the style of gameplay that they actually have here, but just remove a few things. It doesn't actually have to be that much for me in Battlefield 4. So in my opinion, the PP-2000 is a really great gun, and Claymores, not my style of game. So I'm actually going to show you a picture, because I have 0 kills with the Claymore. And after this day, I still have 0 kills with the Claymore, because I do not find Claymore as a gadget that I should use in tighter situations or defending situations. I just don't find it fun. I just don't find it amusing. Even with the grenades on this game, if I throw a grenade and kill somebody with a grenade, I don't get the feeling like I'm killing a guy with a pistol or something like that. It just feels so much more amazing just to kill a guy with real skill. And I was actually thinking about, because Tom Johnson actually asked me to give my opinion about the gun. First of all, he actually asked me to give it my opinion about the setup, but I was thinking about giving my real opinion about the gun. So I went ahead and changed a few things. I got extended magazines, I kept the laser sight, I took my Rex, and as a class I'm actually using the medic. Because the medic is one of the best classes in the game, there's no questions about it. And it's really good on team deathmatch just to have that extra health kit and just the option to revive your teammates if you just can. And exactly when I just started to play, exactly at the same second, I just felt the gun's real potential in power. It is just a really amazing flanking kind of a gun. For me, the gun is just awesome. The gun it just fits my gameplay really perfectly. Because the way that I actually play the game is to be stealthy and really aggressive at the same time. The way that it actually works is that I give the illusion for the opponent that I'm just hiding, I'm playing stealth, or just hanging behind a corner. And at the same time when they're actually pushing towards me, I just suddenly come out and just start firing, like what you see right there. And it is a really good tactic. It actually works because it gets the opponent off guard every single time that it is actually possible. So the opponent is not actually thinking straight. That's the problem. He's advancing in a different tactic that I'm actually advancing him on. So, and that was actually a funny situation because the knife just didn't work. So I just put one bullet to his head and he's dead. So the way it actually works is that, like you can see right here, I gave the opponent a situation that he thinks that I'm going behind the wall, and exactly when he stopped firing, I just come up and start to fire again. So it is a really efficient way to kill people on battlefield. So just give the opponent, just fucking cheat. It is like cheating actually, but it's not using programs or anything like that. So it's just a mind trick kind of a, if I can explain it like that. So the reason why it is a mind trick is that you get the opponent to stop shooting, you get the opponent off guard, and then you're suddenly up their face. But this tactic doesn't work every time, and you actually have to adjust your tactics for the situation. So what the real advice that I'm actually gonna give you is to be adaptive. To play the game so adaptively, so every time there is a new situation, you know how to handle it. Don't just pick up level caps or Meltimios, or there's a lot of YouTubers who play this game with different tactics, but don't just pick their gameplay. Take all of the gameplay, stack it up, and make it your own. That's how I play the game, that's how I actually get a lot of kills in the game, and that's how I just stay alive in the game. So for every situation, for every gun, there's a own gameplay, there's a own tactic and a way to play the game. The gun and the objective, so just adapt to the gameplay. And the video is actually almost ending. I just want to say for you guys that there is a subscriber who actually gave me 8 keys for games. There's Crysis 2, Dead Space 3, and a lot of other games that are really good. So if you guys are interested, I am going to make a giveaway, and you guys actually have to decide the way that I'm actually gonna do it. So see you guys in the next episode. I'm gonna talk more about the giveaway on the next episode. I have a lot of gameplay of me and Castle spanking on Daisy. It was a really good gameplay that we actually have a lot of hours of gameplay. So I'm gonna make a series about that. But guys, see you in the next episode. My name is Donut. Have a good day and watch this last headshot over here. Bye bye.